Gather round, hunters, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus One. I'm Fleet Admiral Tarek of the heavy battlecruiser Ancient Kings, as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire, and I highly suspect this will be the last episode of the season, well, aside from the final battle that we do, because all that remains of the once grand Romulan Star Empire is 7 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to try and completely wipe them out today. It's entirely possible. I think we can do it. Just a quick check through on every single station that we go through. I would like to get 3 XCBs by the end of the campaign. I have the money for it. I could buy 3 XBBs, or BBXs in this case. Unfortunately, the XCB is somewhat rare. Now, we could go for this one, but it's 12 missiles instead of 14, and I want the 14. Because when you have that many missiles, victory is basically assured. But not seeing any of them on this time, so with that in mind, we shall set off into the next tile right here. There happens to be 3 planets right in a row, and we are going to hit every single one of them on our way through, just because it's entirely possible that it'll pop up. And if it does, we want it. We're going to also ignore any missions that happen around in here, because we don't really need them. Again, we're at nearly 40,000 prestige. Last episode, we did have over 40,000 prestige. It was ridiculous. Still is ridiculous. As we snake our way back over. And stop down here. May as well, because we have to head down south if we want to take it on. And a final check on through for XCB, which is Advanced Bombardment Cruiser. And it is not there. Alright. Head down into Romulan space. It's time to roll this entire little group up. So, a surprise reverse to our patrol. Let's take a patrol. Surprise reverse is just a straight up murder fest. Patrol, at least, they have a ghost of a chance. Not much of one, but they do have a chance. So we're going to give that much to them. Red alert and increase speed. We're actually going to set ourselves up. Full battle rattle on this one. Make sure that we're all prepared to engage them with every single weapon we have at our disposal. Shields are up. We are at our cruising speed, and we shall also reinforce the forward shield. Set that up as well as we can. Now, the one thing about the XCB, the Advanced Bombardment Cruiser, versus the Advanced Scout Cruiser or the Advanced Heavy Cruiser, is that we are very, very heavily weighted towards offense. Because we have 8 disruptors instead of 6, we have a lot more of our power plant dedicated to running the ship's weapon systems, which means we don't have as much power to run things like the electronic countermeasure system or the shield reinforcement. So basically, we're set up to try and kill you in one before you ever get anywhere near us. Now, for us, that has proven to be quite easy, actually. But were we to be fighting human peoples, that would be a little bit less guaranteed. So we're going to do a quick step salvo because we know it's going to basically shred any chance that he has of being able to actually counter against us. So getting those missiles out, kick ourselves up to maximum power, and immediately come about. That way we're extending the rage out, making it more difficult for him to actually deal with this, and we'll increase the speed of time a little bit. I probably shouldn't, since this episode probably will come up a little bit short. If I'm completely honest, I don't think this episode is going to run the entire 20-minute length. I could be wrong. I mean, 7 missions can run quite a long time, depending on the type of mission that they are. But I think we're in a position to be incredibly aggressive. 162 damage. Lovely. Probe. The probe tells me... Yeah. The probe tells me you're dead. I mean, it didn't say that explicitly, but the fact that you don't have a shuttle bay anymore means that there is 0 chance you have to defend against this incoming salvo, and I know for a fact you can't take another 162 damage. You just can't do it. So, good night. You're gone. Wow, the Mervs did it. It's kind of sad. Oh, he just didn't stand any chance at all. Probably could have saved some ammunition just going in with guns, but I didn't want to bother putting myself in range of his plasma torpedoes. They do have a station up there. That might delay us. If we get involved in an actual station battle, that could delay us long enough that we don't finish everything off today. So let's prepare for attack and come in on here to take out this entire convoy. We are not spawned... Oh, we are spawned. Where is he? We are spawned right next to a frigate. You're the defender. Really? Are you Q-ships at the least? FSML? FQL. Okay, so you're a Q-ship. You have twin F-type plasma torpedoes, but a BHX. I don't know what a BHX is, but I don't think that any frigate that they've got is gonna quite be capable of annihilating us. Oh. Oh, you do not say. I think I've discovered the glitch. Somebody has mentioned this before, but I think I've finally figured it out. The first time we go into the F1 view, it seems to reset it. Interesting. Irritating, but interesting. Because it doesn't happen again. Alright, let's get ourselves with a forward shield reinforcement. We're going to have to get in nice and close with him. We are going to nail him probably with a lot of heavy weapons. I'm seeing 2 plasma torpedoes, but unless they're twin R's, I don't think they're going to have a significant impact on this battle. They're 2 S's, so they will actually have an impact on this battle. I've got to give him credit for that. That's a fairly decent plasma torpedo right there. For what he's got, anyway. So we will drop a mine shortly. 2 ships passing in the night, except... Aha! Surprise! Hey, we've got you outside of a missile range. Oh, crap. Sorry. My hubris got in my own way. Apparently the missiles just do not do a whole ton of damage. He's dead. Didn't even need to waste that firepower. Okay. Now, we hurt ourselves a little bit doing that. We did take some damage because we took the damage of the mine, which is 10 damage against our armor, which is unfortunate because, well, we want to make it a little while before we actually stop home to repair things. I'm thinking just a massive Titanic salvo, but I don't need to. We will save it. We are going to kill him, but everybody else will probably use energy weapons on. First missile away. We're going to do basically a quick step salvo on this guy. It will kill him. He cannot survive against it. And we'll sort of start to maneuver ourselves gently in this direction so that we can get there, but we do kind of want to stay behind the missile salvo. That way it ensures that our missiles will stay bunched up and hit in a relatively concentrated location. And once that happens, they're dead. Alright, come around over here. Let's focus on the P2R. All up and select. Actually, no, phasers plus disruptors is all I really need. And we'll come in here and we'll use that. And we'll try and save some ammunition. Because why bother? Just waiting for the FQL to actually die. Because his death will determine a lot of other things. Alright, I think we've got him. Maximum speed time. Hi. You're still alive. That's kind of surprising. I'm pretty much going to reserve only phasers and stuff. Yeah, there goes the FQL. He's gone on this one. This one's got an okay phaser armament. Okay, he's got a terrible phaser armament. Who am I kidding? But I wanted to say something nice about him. You've got a similar problem, but I think you also... Yeah, now this is a terrible phaser armament. This is barely even capable of handling micrometeorites. On to the last one. We're coming for you. You have no chance. You may as well just give up now. No? No, you're gonna keep... Oh, okay. Fine. Be that way. I'll just hunt you down. Getting ourselves up to our maximum speed. And they had no missile launchers, no real defenses of any sort. Wow. They were escorted by a single frigate and a Q ship. Granted, I don't think there was anything super special in this. I didn't see any, like, special armored transports, specifically APT types, instead of, you know, the normal armored freighters. But still, it's gonna make you not feel good when, like, nobody around you is actually there to protect you. A scouting mission, so basically we go and we scan somebody and we leave. Although we will try and kill them. Because even a King Condor we can kill. Hey, it's a King Condor! Oh, I was just saying, even a King Condor we can kill, and guess who we get to fight? Oh, you are too much sometimes, game. Alright, let's actually set ourselves up. Get ourselves with a Wild Weasel. We're going to need it, just in case. The King Condor. Oh, it is one of the most powerful battleships in this game. An argument can be made that it is the most powerful battleship in the game. Now, here's the problem. We need to scan him in order to get full credit for this mission, instead of just destroy him. That can be a little bit difficult. Not gonna lie. Alright, firing our initial missile volley. We're going to try and set things up so that we can fire the entire salvo. Now, the King Condor, the KCN-X that he has, is also a pseudo-frigate carrier. It's the Gavia. And so he will be carting around his pseudo-frigates, which he may deploy at a range of about 40-ish. So we really want to be on our way out of here by... Oh, we got to keep the speed. By the time... Or maybe not, actually, because he's a very large ship. So extending the range out is a little bit... So we have a couple of problems. One, he's got a fairly significant amount of D-type plasma torpedoes. Two, he's carrying a whole bunch of pseudo-frigates. 4 of them, to be precise. And 3, he has a cloaking device. Alright, so our first shuttle is ready. I'm going to immediately queue up another one. Because if worse comes to worse, I want to be actually prepared to fight this guy. We don't want to fight this guy. We want to basically beat him to pulp. But should the absolute worst happen, I want to be prepared. So the missiles are traveling out. He does have 4 D-type plasma torpedo launchers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Oh, no, that's not going to be all of them. Oh, that came close, though. That came incredibly close to taking out all of them. Luckily, however, we are following up with a 44 missile broadside. So, deal with that, my friend. I don't know that he has a shield. Hey, look, it's 180 damage. Send the probe. I need to know. And start to slow down, prepare for a follow-up. Follow-up salvo to follow. I'm gonna do a quick step. Yeah, I've got to do a quick step. I can't really afford to get too much closer to him because he will cloak, and that would be frustrating. Also, if he deploys his pseudo-frigates, that will be dangerous because the pseudo-frigates are quite deadly. They each carry 2 plasma torpedoes, and that is a nasty, nasty thing to have to fight. Start our run out. He's deployed his pseudo-frigates. He's already committed to it, full power, and he's opened fire on me. He could cloak at any moment. So pseudo-frigates have deployed. Say hi. The more powerful Shrikes do not look quite like this, but each one of these carries 2 plasma torpedoes. The most powerful of his pseudo-frigates can actually carry 4, although there is also a version that can carry 5. So 5 plasma torpedoes. He could theoretically put out an additional 20 plasma torpedoes. That's 400 damage. Is he actually taking that? He did have another Wild Weasel. Oh, we planned it properly. So he's only got 2. I was expecting 4. I'm almost positive he had 4. There's the hits. Lots of good damage on that one. Send another probe, so we can get a full idea of exactly what it is we're getting involved with. The King Condor systems are... Look at that. Look at that. He's still intact. I do not dare. Yeah, I do not dare wasting my volley fire on these guys. So I'm going to bait them into firing their plasma torpedoes and killing them with energy armament. Because I'm going to need an entire another salvo to break through on him. Hi. Come shoot me. Are you closer? You are indeed closer. Alright, pull away. That's close enough. You don't need to be any closer. Oh, maybe a bit. He's actually doing 19. My disruptors might be able to finish you off. So here's the plan, the goal, the objective. We've got another 2... No, we don't. We have this and then 1 more. Distance achieved. Gotta keep them right on top of each other. Those D-type plasma torpedoes are murder. So let's see if we can't keep him away from our very important phaser, or missiles. If he actually starts destroying them, we've got problems. More. There we go. Okay, the first one's down. Wasn't able to stop us. And now we've got 1 more that we need to plink off. And then we're basically engaging a King Condor at melee range. Which, in case you didn't know, not really something you want to try very often. They're a very big ship, they're a very deadly ship, and they have a lot of defenses. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get him to bring his bow off to his starboard, which will block off these the starboard side launchers, so only the port side ones can engage. So we are getting some hits through. Do you not have another shuttle? I hope not, because I can't afford to waste this volley. Whoops. We killed it. He had so much health, I didn't think it would destroy him. I figured we were going to weaken him with that and go in on it. Oh well. I mean, I can't complain too much. He was a King Condor that we managed to destroy with half loads. Yes, we weren't able to scan it, but at the end of the day, there's not much of a Romulan Star Empire left to want to bother scanning. Come out over here, take the mission, Enigma. Enigma is one of the best missions if you're looking to get easy, cheap cash. Surprise reverse is also there, but only once you hit a certain weapons amount. The thing with the Enigma is the fact that there is a random vessel, and if you spawn in this location, the enemy who's going to pop off from over here sees him first and goes for him first no matter what. He will fire, if he's a King Condor, every single plasma torpedo at his disposal at this thing. This target cannot move. This target cannot do anything. So the fact that the AI does that makes it extraordinarily easy. Now, it does have medical supplies, or if you played the pirate campaign, the Vega drug, and we're going to steal it. And that'll give us an additional like 50 or 90 prestige. It's not a whole lot, but it's just a little bit of extra that's amusing to have. Our combat vessel who opposes us is a freighter. Are you a freighter like in the way that Lyrans call things freighters, or are you a freighter like an actual freighter? Because I'm kind of worried that you may actually be just an actual freighter, and that seems a little bit unfair. I can't complain. I mean, unfair, fine, we're good. But I don't think you brought any 2 half-type plasma torpedoes. Okay. If that's what you want to bring to the fight, then that's what you bring to the fight. I'm going to give him credit for something. I'm going to pass within range. We're going to beam this off. He did go into cloak. There is that. And gimme. Thank you. Target you. Hi. Phasers overload. So he's having a bad day already. Come on, cloak man. Just let's finish this up like men. Even in cloak, our disruptors were able to nearly destroy him. How ridiculous is that? Now, the reason I didn't use the missiles is because obvious reasons. The missiles cannot lock. Also because I didn't feel like wasting the ammunition, but now I'm kind of regretting that decision not to waste the ammunition because he's just sitting here in cloak, and the only thing we can do to him is like 5 damage at a time. Ah, he's coming out of cloak. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. He doesn't really have much in the way of point defenses anymore, so I think we got him. Perfect. And perfect timing by us. Well, slightly sub-perfect timing. It would have been perfect if we blew him up at the exact same moment. That would have been beautiful. 114 plus the 90. Tile taken. Pop back here to the station which is currently resisting us. A surprise reversed. Alrighty then. To launch into this. We are very close to the end of this campaign. It's this tile and one more. Hey, it's a couple of monsters. We're being escorted today by the Extraditor. So apparently the ISC is deciding to operate with us. It is a... Wow, it's like a really terrible cruiser. What class are you? I see. Oh, you're a carrier. I understand. Say no more. Alright, so we will open fire with our heavy weapons the moment we get within range. In fact, I'm just going to kick up the speed to full power. By the time we actually get within range, the disruptors will be charged or not. And really, who cares if the disruptors don't charge? They're not a particularly incredibly useful weapon to us. We're actually going to be able to get up to our maximum speed for once. Ah, we don't often do that. So we've got 2 quote-unquote heavy cruisers. They're SSMs. You know, SSL, he's the bigger one, so we're going to go for him with all the missiles. So, this, plus this, and we don't need to bother about the salvo being inverted because disruptor monsters have no way of defending themselves. 76, plus 21, plus 16, and just a stream of ISC fighters. Oh, that's cute. On to you. I'll take you. Oh, we lost a couple due to this control element, but that's okay. Hi. Disruptors, phasers. That works out. And on to, well, the last one. It was about to be the last 2. It is now the last one. And fighters doing the job. Carriers are an amazing asset on this specific mission type because the fighters just butcher everything. Get point-blank range with that many weapons, and you can just annihilate the universe. They're very, very good at it. 300 prestige. Tile is neutral. We move on. Missions. And we shall take the scouting mission. Just in case we run into another King Condor. Wouldn't that be fun? It is an SABX, which is a light cruiser. Okay. Interesting choice. I'm going to set ourselves up with an additional... one of those, just in case. Hopefully this time we'll actually be able to scan them and get the information that we require. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether or not he's actually going to survive the initial salvo that I'm going to throw his way. He is, after all, a light cruiser. Yeah, that's a concern. I don't care that much, but it is a bit of a concern. Unless he's an intelligent light cruiser. Ooh, those are dangerous. Light cruisers captained by captains who actually understand that by utilizing the cloaking device, he can prevent me from getting accurate fire on him. Dastardly minions of the evil. We'll set ourselves up for a quick step salvo. Make sure that he gets the full wonder of what we bring to the table. Full power, please, to the engines, and we shall sprint away. We're running. If he survives this, we'll scan him, but I don't think he's gonna survive this. Oh, you're just dead. You're gone. You do not survive. First one's out. And the follow-up salvo is... Good. Probes. What does he have left? Nothing. But I take that back. He's got 2 STI plasma torpedoes. How does he still have 2 STI plasma torpedoes? I have no idea. There goes 1. There goes 2. Hey! Now if you cloak, I can scan you while you're in cloak and just make my life easy. My defense system has no trouble at all with that. Slow it down just a little bit so I can actually turn on the system once we get into within range. We are within range. Activate the deep scan. You already fired your plasma torpedo. Oh, we can disengage now. You don't say. Phasers. You aren't overlooked. Yes? Yes, good. Disruptors. Get up in there. Tractor beam. Do not go to F1. And it should be fine, right? It is. Okay, fire everything. Hi. Several of their systems are offline. Well, let's see how he handles this one. We're just gonna go full anchor brake on this. Excellent scouting mission. Thumbs up, everybody. Alright, how many tiles are left? That is the question. Done. None down here. Just the one. Oh, no, there's 2. Pop into a nebula. Well, we are slightly over the time, but you know what? Just 2 tiles, that would make for a very, very boring next episode. So we'll take the Enigma. We'll try and get through it as quickly as we can. See if we can't beat it within 30 minutes. Red alert and increased speed. It is the Enigma mission. Unfortunately, it is this spawn version of the Enigma mission, which means that we will not be able to play the same trick we were before. He's actually going to try and kill us. He sees us, he's going to kill us first before he goes after this little frigate. By the way, little frigate, do you have anything on board? You don't. Okay, I don't care about you then. I'm not going to do anything with him. So because he sees us first, we now actually have to engage in a proper combat, so... Alright, turn around. Wait for the distance. Distance is good. And let's do that. Full speed to the engines. Full speed to the engines? Full power to the engines. Oh no, he decided to actually break off course and he's going for that. He's getting a little bit confused now. You're being attacked by a lot of things. And he stopped. Okay. Will he cloak? Because he has just fired all of his plasma torpedoes. And the universe has destroyed him. They've taken light damage. Excellent. 1. Distance. Good. Just in case. I don't think he's got a shuttle bay still, but we're going to find out. He does, so it's entirely possible that he drums... Yep, drops another wild weasel. So spacing out the salvo was the correct option. The follow-up just being too much for him to handle. The Klingon ones are pretty good. I mean, they've got D-type plasma torpedoes for the most part. He didn't, but there's a lot of the Klingon designs that do. And they're okay on when it comes to sturdiness, which is a little bit surprising given how fragile Klingon ships normally are. Alright, tile taken. And we will go this way. And this way, and this way. Hiya, see, we are not actually here to fight you. We're here to fight these guys. Convoy raid! Oh no, we've gone all the way out here to find the very last vessel in the middle of nowhere. Alright, who's here? We've got a freighter, a heavy cruiser I saw. It's back there. There he is. He is a Hawk of some description. He is an FHX, a Firehawk X. It is the Gatia? And we're being escorted today by the GCS Scaro? Dracor. Yes, the GCS Dracor. And already he's gone into cloak. Oh, because he's engaging the GCS Fire Death. Okay, well, now that we know that he's engaging the GCS Fire Death, we know that we will focus our efforts on the convoy, most likely, in order to kill everything. So increase the speed of time. Ah, you poor, unfortunate soul. It's sad. So we are at a decent speed. Let's go up to maximum power, because we're just going to chase this convoy down. The Fire Beast is not going to be able to kill the Gaia. Probably not, because he has less plasma, and that is the rule in plasma duels. Whoever brought more will win, at least where the AI is concerned. But he's going to try. It's an FSPL. You are not a... You're a phaser-armed boat, right? You're not the FLPL? Because FS, that's my assumption. So you won't have any aft-firing plasma torpedoes, correct? Oh, he does. Interesting. Okay, phasers to overload. Let's actually murderize this guy. Hopefully we can avoid incoming plasma torpedo fire. If anybody's going to get shot, it's going to be the Dracora. Never mind, the Dracora took care of it for us. Thank you. Okay, we got an armored personnel transport. Dracora doing most of our work for us. Coming around over here. Actually, no, I'm going to take this one. Because this one is more far forward. It is a former War Eagle. Oh, that's sad. These things are vintage, man. It's like destroying a classic car. I feel bad doing it. Oh, okay, now he shot me. No, I still feel bad doing it. He's got a lot of armor, though, because he's a former War Eagle. The former pride of the Romulan Navy right here is dead. Okay, who's left? Oh, you are. Hi. A little bit more fire, and that'll take you down. Anybody else? No, it's just the Gaia. Poor, poor Gaia. Activate the tractor beam. Deactivate the tractor beam. Reactivate the tractor beam. That seems to be a decent troubleshooting method. Let's get ourselves to our forward shield reinforcement. Hey, he came out of cloak. He went back into cloak. Well, there goes the Death Beast. So I actually don't have to kill you in order to win this anymore. We've already won. The war is over. And you've lost. So get within range. And now. Come on, set it off. Set it off. Hi. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Phasers. Disruptors. And come back to our normal view. Oh, they're just in so much pain. He's got no shuttle bay anymore. Honestly, the only reason I'm holding on to him is to make sure that he doesn't cloak. And that is the last Romulan vessel in the universe. All gone. All disappeared. Toodles. Alrighty, let's see. Astounding victory. Tiles gone. Save. Load. Just so it updates the map with stations. That's it. We're done. The Romulan Star Empire has ceased to exist. They are no more. The Merak Star League reigns ascendant. Although I gotta say that our border is not quite as cool as I would like it to be, just because, you know, straddled into this. Although we now hold all the important Romulan planets. They all belong to us. Victory has been brought. The hunt comes to an end in the next episode when we do the final battle against the Romulan Star Empire's Grand Fleet. And in that, we will be fielding 3 advanced bombardment cruisers instead of 3 dreadnoughts. I'm sorry, we're just going to have to do it that way. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment if you want to get in on deciding what the next faction will be. It will either be ISC, here in purple, the Gorn here in brown, or the Hydrons here in other purple, against another faction. If you want to get your vote in, put it down in the comments below. You have a little bit more time until we actually go live with the next season. And I will see you all in the next episode.